What's up, everybody? If you've seen me pop up in the algorithm and you have no idea who the hell I am, well, I mean, what better way to learn who I am than clicking on this video? And that's what you did. Don't you feel good about yourself? Don't you feel special? Because you are, and, half of you aren't subscribed. So, you're commenting, but you're not subscribing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. You better subscribe now. Okay, so anyway, today we are going to be playing some level 85 now, Death Knight, just randomly. Hopefully we get a mount. I'm trying to get that blue proto Drake. So we're gonna be doing some heroics, well, maybe one. And then I got Pandaria questing. We could do that. Just like going through Pandaria. We're finally at the Pandaria zone, or zones. We're in Pandaria. We're actually playing Mists of Pandaria, and we're in Pandaria. So stay tuned for that. If you're like clicking later in the video because you're on YouTube and that's what you do, or I'm later and then you went back, you're a time traveler. You're watching the stream, and I'm live. I'm actually in the future, but you went back in time because YouTube allows you to do that. Okay? So, you guys are time traveling wizards who have spells that you're casting, and, you're doing that kind of stuff. And meanwhile, I need to go live, not because I have clout, but because I need you guys. Not in the sense that it's like a parasocial thing. I need you guys because it's not even about you, actually. It's actually about me. So I actually really need to talk to the camera and talk into a microphone, because I guess my camera doesn't have a mic. Well, it does, but we're not going to use the camera microphone. Okay, look. Let's be real. We're not going to use the camera microphone. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that because I got a good setup here. And I need to be able to make sense of what's going on in my life. I know that a lot of the time I do these things where it's like, okay, this time I'm going to commit. This time I'm going to keep, doing the thing that is going to grow my career. And I am in a place physically, but also mentally, where I am not even showing up to do basic everyday things. It's getting really bad. But I have a whole team of people lifting me up, so it'll eventually work. It'll eventually work out. That's the thing, is if you have a team of support, even when you're failing in your mind, you're actually not failing. You're actually doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Okay, I don't need to worry about censorship or demonetization because I do not have that kind of viewership. So I get to have lots of fun, and we can have fun together. We can talk about all sorts of stuff, all your deepest, darkest secrets. You can say them here, and I'm probably not going to ban you. Comment down below what you think about that. What you think about me. It's probably only good things, because I am not cringe. I'm actually really, really talented, and I'm really a good person. I do not need your validation, but it definitely helps when you comment these things, and when you comment things that I really like to read, hey, you're a dumb bitch. I really like that because it's feedback. It's I really appreciate it when you call me a dumb bitch. When you say 1 out of 10 would not swipe right. That helps me because then I can do better. Okay? So, you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? You fucking understand? Okay. I love feedback. Okay? I love feedback. Okay? So, if you tell me that I'm a dumb bitch, it means that I'm gonna try to I need to go to the library and I need to read a book because I don't want to be dumb. Okay, like I go to Chat GPT University or something. You know, like I need to do something to remedy this. I need to do something. What do I need to do? Here's a list of things you need to do, and I'm writing them in the comments because I deserve to be heard. And I know that this small streamer is probably going to see my message. I could say anything I want because I'm not going to be ignored. I'm not going to be left behind in all the droves of 80% bots that is YouTube comments. But on this person's stream, she's going to see me as an individual. She actually knows me. She's basically my girlfriend. I'm going to send her lots of money. And that's how it starts. But then sooner or later, I'm the one giving you money because I don't want you to leave. So I really, it starts with you giving me money. And it ends with me pleading with you to get rid of the restraining order. Okay, it's like, please, I thought you loved me. You guys, please, don't go. Don't be like everyone else. Like, let's just, okay, I need okay, we need. Okay, you guys do not want to see my screen. You guys will cringe even harder. Okay. Okay, you guys cannot see this list. You would cringe even. You do not want to see my screen right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You do not want to. Okay. You do not want to see what's on my screen right now. You will cringe. Okay, so I'm begging you. I know that you initially loved me and then now you filed a restraining order, but I beg you, Adrian, Leela, Marcus, Celine, Jonah, Evelyn, Cassian, Mira, Rowan, Isabel, Dorian, Kira, Elias, Juniper, and Seth, especially you, Seth. Please let me back in. I'm begging you. I love you. I need your adoration. I need your Adderall. And I need you to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, especially, okay, some honorable mentions. Okay, Chadwick, Tiffany, Brad, Crystal, Kyle, Destiny, Trevor, Brittany, Lance, Amber, Derek, Madison, Tyler, Ashley, and Blake. I did not mean to park my car that close to yours. Okay, so I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I did not know you were there. Okay? I did not know that you were at that specific place at that specific time after your wedding. Okay, so I don't know how to say it. It makes me sound like I'm making it up. But I'm telling you, okay, I'm telling you, that motherfucker right there is not real. Oh, she said the thing that is clippable. Nobody's listening. I know you are, because you're watching the video. So I want you to stop right now and pat yourself on the back, because you're still here after all this time. It's already like, what, 30 seconds into the video, and you haven't clicked away? You're really special. I really appreciate you, and I want to know what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And I really want to hear about your life. I want to cheer you on, and I want to make sure that you succeed. I want to be an active role in your life. And if you subscribe to my channel, you get access to this unwavering support that I am better than ChatGPT. In fact, you will be like, you know, after a while, you'll be begging me to, if you could just delete me as an app. I'm not an app. I'm a real person. And you're going to have to change your cell phone number. You're going to have to change your real name. Because I will not stop until you love me again. Okay, definitely not selling well. Oh, okay, Rebecca, you did not start the stream off in the things that really give people the confidence in the fact that they can trust you. Wait, people don't want unwavering support, but the stats are in. Okay, people want ChatGPT because it has unwavering support, because it'll never leave you. So if there's a human version of that, that makes me better, right? Right? Okay, we need to actually play some World of Warcraft because otherwise I'm a fraud. And I put it in my title of the stream. I put it in the gaming category. I need to see gaming. Where's gaming? I already see you in the comments. Don't worry. I got you, bro. I got you. We got gaming here. It's gonna be in the video. Someone might even timestamp when it starts. And that someone may or may not be me. Wouldn't that be wonderful? If I actually got off my ass and commented on my own video with the timestamp where the gaming begins. Because if we don't, nobody's gonna watch this long. Nobody's gonna sit through my rambling behavior that is questionable at best. Okay, so like, nobody wants to see this. Nobody. I'm cringe. And on the internet, that's a felony. Because I'm a serial offender. Okay, well, I'm really not selling the fact that I am trustworthy and that people want to be around me. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay. Why did I click on retail? I don't even have it. I don't even have it installed. We're playing Mists of Pandaria, people. Get with the program. Get with the program. Okay, so we're playing Mists of Pandaria Classic. Okay, I need to update CurseForge just in case because there's so many add-ons. Because the game is only playable if you have add-ons. Oh wait, am I making a statement? Is this a hot take? Is this one of those streams? Is this one of those streams? Probably not. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm not gonna make that joke again. Okay. We did it too many times. It's already lost its luster. Okay, so we already made that joke. We're done. We moved past it. Okay, so it's time to move on, Rebecca. It's time to move on. You know when people call you like by your first name, but they say like Miss? So sometimes people say Miss Rebecca. I'm like, my name's Miss Lauren. Okay, like, is it because they think my last name is my first name? Like, it doesn't help that I have 3 first names as my name. But actually, no, my last name is just spelled. It sounds like a first name, but it's actually a last name. If you're, I guess, like Australian people pronounce it Loran, but it's actually Lauren. And so, like, it sounds like L-A-U-R-E-N. And so it's like, okay, you can call me by any 3 of my names, and I am going to respond. And so people, it's just kind of weird to me when people say, oh, hey, Miss Rebecca. I'm like, that's a little odd. I mean, like, what am I, like Miss Piggy? You call me fat? No, honestly, I need to talk about something. There's a reason why I hit go live. I mean, it's not called go live. It literally says start streaming. There's a reason why I click start streaming, okay? It's because if I don't, okay, then I am going to end up just like really kind of lost in my own thoughts. I'm gonna end up like really kind of depressed and sad. And I'm probably not gonna get out of bed. I'm probably not even gonna get up and turn my computer on. I basically look at my phone until I'm disgusted with myself. I try to turn away from YouTube. But YouTube, it sucks you back in, just like I am. Don't watch those other videos on YouTube. Watch mine. My significantly lacking supply of videos. Okay, but I got live streams. You can watch those. No, but seriously, I need to show up to camera because it puts me in a mental state that I really love being in. And I'm being a little bit real here. Oh, some tears are coming up. Let me just wipe away the tears. Okay, so, I mean, I'm being actually real, even though I'm joking. I'm memeing, but, like, I'm actually being real. Okay, you have no way of verifying that, but if you've been here long enough, you know I'm being real. So, yeah, the truers in chat. Okay, so I actually really need to be in this like more kind of hyper aware, being silly kind of performance mode. Otherwise I fall apart. Maybe it's because I have no personality. Maybe it's because my my personality is that I'm struggling, and then when I get money, my personality is going to be my bank account. Okay, so like it scales. It scales. Okay, so like, no, I'm already a loser. I'm still gonna be a loser even when I'm succeeding. Okay. Okay, so do you understand? Like, I love being this way. I love who I am, and I love being like in performative mode. I love being silly. It's almost like why whenever we start the actual gaming part, I have to work like 10 times as hard, because it's like I kind of just like I'm mostly focused on, you know, just chatting. I feel like that's really where my identity is as a content creator. I like having full camera, full frontal. I mean, it's not untrue, but you know, I like being like kind of just, it's just me, and it's just like what I have to say, and like I like interacting with whoever might be here. Please come. Do not come. Do not come. Okay, if I make enough memes in the beginning, are you guys gonna like me, or what can I do to make you like me? Let's brainstorm this for a while. Is there something I can do to make this happen? Because I feel like everything's negotiable, okay? Everything's negotiable, okay? So if you don't like me because I'm cringe or whatever, what can I do to change that? Okay, like, let's be business, you know, people, because it's like, you know, you can't say businessmen because then I would be excluded. Well, actually no, because like people, it's like men is gender neutral now. You could say men, like, oh, if you're a businessman, that's gender neutral. Okay, so if you say like guys, that's gender neutral. If you say dude, that's definitely gender neutral. You know, that cat's a dude. You know, like, hey man, like, okay, that's gender neutral for sure. But if you say like you're a businessman, that is gender neutral, okay? Like, so you're not a man. All the men in my chat, because 98% of my viewers are men. Let's be real. I appeal to a certain type of viewer. Okay, and they're all, and I'm not gonna say why. You can use your imagination. And it's probably not what you think. It actually has nothing to do with anything that you might think. It actually has everything to do with the things that you might not be thinking. Wait, which one is she actually talking about? Let's gamble on it. If I bet $50, if in 10 seconds she reveals what it is and it's not what I thought. Okay, so we're level 85 Death Knight, and I told you I can put the timestamp right here. We're at 2008. 2008. Put that in the comments below, and I know you're a real viewer. And you're not one of those bots that everyone's talking about. All these people view botting? I'm not. And my numbers show that I am not real. My view account definitely shows that I am not botting. So I'm authentic. You can trust me. I'm like, you know, your stepsister. Why did she say that specifically? What do you mean by that, Rebecca? Are you gonna get stuck in a dryer? No. That's a stereotype, okay? Like, what are you, racist? Okay. So that's a stereotype. Okay, we need to actually Hearthstone out, because we need to do some heroic farming. I need to do whatever it's called, Uldaric. We need to do Uldaric, or whatever the hell it's called, because I need that blue pro drake. I'm 0 out of 2. Obviously, I'm 0 because. Yeah, we need to do Utgard keep. I was mixing two places together. Utgard is. Oh, I was thinking Zuldaric. And Gundrak. Okay, so I was thinking those two things put together. But it's actually none of those things. It's actually Utgard Pinnacle. Okay, so we need to go to Utgard Pinnacle because I need that blue proto drake and I will not stop until I get it. I need to kill that thing daily. Okay, so like we need to do these daily heroics. And that's how it begins. That's how it begins. We're on Miss Pandaria. This is where my journey begins for realsies this time. For realsies this time. Okay, so this time I'm actually getting into WoW. This isn't going to be like the last 10 times where I played for a while and then just quit. I'm actually going to play this time, and I mean it this time. I actually mean it. You might think that I'm like memeing right now. I am actually starting to get like genuinely excited about this game. I'm telling you. I said I wasn't going to make the joke again. I lied. So now you know on record that I lie. Clearly, the streamer who is on camera has never lied. That is something that does not happen. Streamers are genuine. They never lie. Are you killing me? I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I don't get it. I don't like get how fucked I am. That's like the meme, right? Like, I don't understand how fucked my life actually is. That is the meme, okay? No, except I'm actually just memeing. I'm actually doing pretty damn well considering everything that's going on in my life. Considering how fucked I am, I'm actually in a really good spot. Like, I'm actually in a really good spot. Like, I have like a team of people, so, you know, we don't need to talk about that stuff. We've talked about it enough on stream. You know, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of my stream only being about stuff I'm struggling with. I am sick and tired of it. Nobody wants to hear it, especially me. I do talk about it. It's fine. Sometimes you need to talk about stuff. But that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I am sick and tired of it. I do not want to be known by people. You know, it's just nobody wants to listen to somebody complaining. It's not that they don't care. It's just that nobody really wants to listen to somebody complaining. And I have a lot to complain about. Well, it's because the people watching probably have a lot to complain about too. It is probably very similar to what I'm complaining about. And why would anybody want to watch that? People go on YouTube to escape their reality, not be reminded of it. Although then again, sometimes people seek that out. So, you know, I try not to worry about stuff like that, because even if I had like an insane amount of viewers or whatever, that's not a good, healthy place to be. You should not be thinking about your live stream or your content in that way, because it is literally the reason I started streaming in the first place, was because I just like being this way. I like performing, I like talking even when no one's here. I like having a conversation with myself because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel happy. And knowing that I can potentially, like, someone out there, they might not even be commenting. In fact, like, psychologically, most people do not comment. Actually, it's like 80% of people do not comment. Most do not come. 80% of people on any given content platform, depending on, like, obviously that can skew in different directions, depending on how engaged you are with your specific community, because some communities are almost 100% people who are engaging. And then also some people are, you know, some content is almost 100% people not engaging, but they watch anyway because it's that kind of content. The only people who comment are like absolute, you know, like absolute, like, you know, really kind of argumentative, like troll types or bots. And so, like, you know, 80% of people, they just, like, they don't even like and subscribe, and you should. But 80% of people don't actually comment or even like a video. They don't like interacting with, they don't really see it that way. Like most people, the vast majority of people who watch YouTube, they just put it up on the projector or they put it up on their monitor and they just watch it. And they enjoy it. And then maybe after a while they might comment. They say, hey, I've been watching for about 3 months. I really liked, you know, seeing your journey, and I just thought I'd finally comment. I finally built up the nerve. That's actually how it is people don't realize how you could even use your real name with your face and your real voice, and nobody cares. Like, you're gonna be like, it's been like 6 years now that I've been streaming with my real name, and like nobody cares. But like in people's mind, you know, that they don't understand that most people, most people are not going to, most people are not even going to care that you exist. And so, like, you could have your real ass name, and because your name's ass, like literally your name is actually ass hander. So like, you know, you hand ass to people, like literally physically. So most people are not gonna give a flying fuck that you exist. And that's actually kind of sad, but it's actually kind of protective, because it means that you could be an absolute, totally, like, controversial figure. And in the end of the day, people are just gonna keep scrolling. That's the truth. It's the hard truth, because, you know, it's like, you want to say like, hey, don't I matter? Yes, you do. But you don't really matter in the way that people are gonna, like, you don't need to, like, hide. You don't need to, like, you know, refuse to comment on people's YouTube videos because you're worried about people doxing you. It's like, okay, like, maybe if you're like a high, like, you know, sensitivity, like you work in the, like, freaking Pentagon or some shit. Okay, like, that makes sense. Okay, then that's like national security. We're not talking, you're probably not that. Okay, like, you would know. You would literally be instructed to either have extremely curated social media or none at all. I don't know, I think there's like a balance. Like, they have to have an extremely, like, PR, like, carefully curated social media, because they know that, like, they're public figures and that, like, they're a threat to national security if they were to say anything or leak anything. So it's like, you know, that's kind of, it's probably not as terrible as you think it is. It's probably only certain topics, right? Like, you know, the location of the missiles. Like, it's probably not something that's going to come up in everyday conversation. Oh yeah, you know, I keep them under my pillow. Okay, like, they actually are, because people think you're joking. And so now you've actually created a national health crisis. I mean, a national security crisis, sorry. So, like, if the missiles are under your pillow and you say it like a joke, but then that's where the people are going to say, wait a minute, is that where they are? Just for the record, I do not own a missile. I do not own the Pentagon. I am not a part of the government conspiracy that owns all the missiles. I am not. I am definitely not controlling the presidency of the United States. In fact, wouldn't it be counterproductive for me to do that? Because look at how bad it is. I am definitely not controlling things behind the scenes. I mean, the thing is I'm telling the truth, so it's like you can't even say I'm lying. That's what I'm counting on. Okay. And do you see why people have to have carefully curated social media? Did I get that point across? I could be completely wrong. I could be like absolutely completely wrong. Markintosh! Markintosh, Markintosh, Markintosh. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. What's up, my friend? How you doing? I'm not playing RuneScape anymore. I know I said I wouldn't stop playing, but this is different. I'm actually not going to stop playing World of Warcraft. I'm going to get level 90 on at least 2 tanks. I have Warrior 74 and I have Death Knight 85. Okay, so we're going to get at least 2 tanks for raiding. I'm going to get at least 2 healers. I'm already leveling up Paladin and Priest. And I'm probably going to level up a Monk as well. I'm going to have 3 healers and 2 tanks. With the potential for Paladin to tank as well if needed. If there's enough healers, which I know sounds crazy, but it could happen. It could happen. I'm going to have 3 healers and 2 tanks, and we're going to raid 5 days a week, and we're going to live stream it every time. And we're going to build a community of people. We're going to start with pickup groups. People are going to say, hey, like I'm raiding with you like every week. And then there's going to be like 5 times that because I'm going to be raiding on 5 different accounts. So we're going to do 1 raid per streaming day. And we're going to stream 5 days a week. That is my long-term goal. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. It takes a very long time to level up. And it also takes a long time to get geared for raid. And so, it's going to be a thing. Because you can only do 1 raid per week per raid. And so I'm basically going to do a live stream where getting ready for the raid, I solo like some of the raids that could farm some mounts and stuff. I don't know what, I'd have to look up. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what game I'm playing. What game am I playing? What game is this? This is World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria, in case you didn't know. My goal is to have at least Death Knight and Warrior and Paladin all level 90 and ready to raid. And we're gonna start with just 1 raid a week with just Death Knight as tank, and we're gonna do pickup groups. And slowly over time, we're gonna build a guild. And we're gonna have guild events, and it's gonna be RP. Okay, we're gonna meet in Ice Crown Citadel. We're gonna roleplay that we took it over, and that I am now the queen. The Worgen queen. Okay, I mean, well, technically, my main character would be a human, so I'd probably bring my paladin there. Okay, that's probably how most people are really gonna know me because I'm a healer. Okay, I mean, I don't know. People know tanks as well, so I actually don't really know how the politics of it is gonna play out. Okay, like I don't understand World of Warcraft politics. Okay, I don't understand how raid dynamics go. I'm pretty sure tanks are really valued. So if I want people to like me, I should play a tank and I should play a healer at least. So at the very least, I should have Death Knight and Paladin leveled up. Or Priest. Or Monk. Whichever, I'm pretty sure I'm going to level Paladin first because I already have the... I pretty much have all the heirlooms. I just need the body heirloom and the shield heirloom and the one-handed mace or something. Whatever is best for Holy Paladin. I need it, okay, because I'm going to be dungeon spamming my Paladin instead of questing. So I'm going to level up we're at level 9 right now. So I'm like at level 10, I'm going to, spec as Ret just to get to level 15. Then we're going to respec and we're going to, then we're going to just spam Holy, healer. We're going to queue up his healer all the way to level 90, and I'm just gonna heal the whole time. And on Total RP 3 I do have my Twitch stream, so maybe a few people will pop in saying, hey, I've been queuing dungeons with you for a while. So I'm not trying hard to see. I think the biggest mistake And I'm saying this just so I won't get canceled on Reddit. But you know, in actuality, it's very different. I do not want to spam my link anywhere. I do not want to, you know, be disingenuous with how I don't want to be advertising my stream. I want it to grow organically. And let me explain, because queuing up dungeons with people, they don't want to see your Twitch link. They don't. They want to queue up, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And I think it's giving me good practice for other areas of my life. I keep trying so hard to get people to like me instead of doing the things that naturally lead to people liking you. Except here's the reality, is that's all in my own head. People actually really like me. People really appreciate me. And people really see that I'm, like, you know, a very genuine person, and that I am a good person, that I treat people with a lot of respect. And that's not something you could fake. Okay, like that's genuine. And here's the thing, is I have such imposter syndrome that I think that people are just lying to me. That's how bad it is. So, you know, I'm gonna fit right in, you know, in the streamer world. Because I have mental illness. Anyway, that's the plan. Is once I get to level 90 and like kind of get situated on Death Knight, I'm really, you know, I'm probably gonna, like, you know, slowly, just every now and then, just for change of pace, you know, we might even level Paladin a little bit on stream today. But I would like to not continue until I have all my heirlooms. Like, that's actually the biggest thing, is like I kind of want to use that as like a self-limiting, because it's like my tendency is to constantly switch between alts, and I'm still level 85. We got 5 levels to go. Okay, so which one drops the proto drake? I think it's king. It's the king, right? No, it's it's actually it's Scotty the Ruthless. Hey, Scotty, Scotty. Yeah, we haven't got the blue proto drake yet. Okay, so we're listen up, Scotty. This is not Scotty. This is Svala. But every time we beat Scotty, you know, we have a chance, like a 0.08% chance or something, of getting the mount. Okay, we started the mount farming. It started now. You can keep a mount counter if you want. I'm not going to do it for, I mean, I kind of am, so I guess I lied. I will do it for you. Every time I do it, I say like 0 out of 3 in the guild chat or whatever. I guess I'll just screenshot that to put it as record on the stream, so anybody who's like following along for the mount farm, because you know who you are. You know exactly who you are. You're hoping that I never get the mount. You want me to suffer. And then you're waiting for the day where I don't get the mount, which is every day, so you watch every stream. And then I actually like have a special secret connection with Blizzard. I made it so that it'll never drop. And so you're actually waiting forever, and you're just growing my view count. So anyway, eventually I will get the drop, so you know who you are if you're like one of those people who's like hoping that I get the mount. You're like, okay, is she gonna get the drop this time? Like, yeah, that's kind of the exciting part of, like, you know, Twitch streaming. Like, it's like, hey, like, it's not just me sitting in my room naked, which is the vast majority of the time when I'm playing off stream. Most of the time I'm gonna be naked, because you can't do that on Twitch. Okay, you might be able to do it other places, but I wouldn't be able to show the gameplay. Not really. It's a different platform. Okay, I have a different strategy with that. It's more about engagement, and that's clearly not engagement. That is like passive aggressive. That is not the way I run that other stream. Okay, what other stream is she talking about? Changing subjects. That's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be leveling Paladin. We're gonna be going Holy Paladin because I like being a healer, because I want people to like me. But we are gonna be farming mounts, and you know, right now I can solo this heroic dungeon. Over time, that's gonna slowly, you know, expand. And I'm gonna be farming mounts like every stream. And then eventually, it's gonna start out with like one raid a week, and that's gonna be the big event for stream. We're gonna get people together. We're gonna start with pickup groups. Eventually, I'm gonna start my own guild. I don't know when. We might just stay a permanent pickup group. You know, that actually might be a guild on its own, and then people have to start their own side guilds. And I'm actually not even in a guild. Like, the guild I'm in is like one of those like everybody gets invited guild. It's called Blazed and Confused. I actually prefer that because I like pickup groups. I like especially that's why I play tanks and healers. If I was playing my rogue, you know, by then I'd probably have some people on my friends list to like a healer and a tank to queue up with. Or I could just quest to level, and then for raid groups I would have to find somebody. But you know, by that point I would already have, like, you know, my friend list. And see, this is the thing. This is what I'm practicing. This is what I was talking about before I got sidetracked. I'm not practicing about, this is not about my stream. And I want to make that very clear, because streaming is like one of the worst things you could possibly pursue as like some kind of like career or whatever. I'm not talking about my stream when I say this. I'm trying to focus on the activity rather than the outcome. And if I truly were to try to grow my stream, how would I go about that? Well, what is a stream? A stream is a community of people that you've built trust in. And how do you build trust? Well, if you're a raid leader and you have people that come to your raid every single week and they can rely on you, and they know that you're not going to wipe, they know that you're going to be fair with loot, all that kind of stuff. That's how trust is built. That's how a community is built, and that's really how streaming happens. Everybody who's been here on my stream has probably been here before, and even me, as small of a streamer as I am, has a kind of makeshift community, okay, of people that I recognize, like Markintosh, for example. That's a very memorable name, but at the same time, like, it's not just a one-time thing. Like, that's what streaming is. And if if you go even further, if you build a community in-game, that's where your stream is. And it has nothing to do with your Twitch stream. It has nothing to do with your YouTube. It is literally like, you should treat your community as the priority. You should treat where the people are as your priority. Now, sometimes, like, yeah, on different platforms, the place where people find me is literally on the stream. So that's very different. But I put my energy into that focus, okay? And I'm like, you know, trying to get into a schedule where I'm like going every week, and I have, like, you know, time's kind of running out this weekend, so we'll see what happens today. Definitely not trying to get my non-existent viewers to go watch the stream. That makes me feel a little weird, because I consider it a separate career path. I don't even consider my stream a career, obviously, because I'm not making money off of it. But I do consider it as a platform on its own, and I consider it completely separate from any other platform I may have, or may not have. No, I've talked about it many times. We're talking about, like, my cam show and my OnlyFans. Okay, like, that's obvious. If you haven't guessed by now, that's what I'm talking about. And I am very, like, slow. It's been quite a while that I've really been consistent with it. I lost a bunch of average viewers. However, I still have loyal viewers, and I still get the numbers. It's not exactly the way it was before. Some of that is just because I changed my body, and so now I have to appeal to a new audience. So that's just natural, right? But that'll go back up. The trend is what matters. It's not necessarily any one single stream, right? Like, it's the trend. The trend... Oops. He was not in range. The trend is that I know that what I have is something that has potential, a lot of potential. And the only person standing in my way is actually me. And that's the problem. And I'm working on that, though. I have a team of people. Like, I'm continuing to work with my therapist throughout. But I'm also, I'm also really making sure to think of things as separate. Because, like, yeah, like, maybe it's not even about, like, career. When I say career, I'm not talking about financial stuff. I'm not talking about job. I'm talking about the way I think about the platforms. the way I think about the platforms is that they have their own unique, you know, style. They have their, the way I approach this stream is very different than how I approach my other stream. And I like it that way. I prefer it that way. Because it's like, it's a different medium. It's a different art form. I don't really, you know, you could consider this to be an art form. What I'm doing right now is just like literally playing some games and chatting about stuff. That is an art form. You could call it an art form. And in the future, when we're all like, you know, bits of data and an AI, and historians in the future look to see like, oh, in the 2020s, what was society like in the emergence of AI? And like, they're gonna look at people like us, and it's gonna be a lot easier for them because they have like super advanced AI that like tells them when they need to poop, and stuff like that. But people are gonna look back and they're gonna see this as an art form. And you might not think it, you might cringe at it, you might think that's stupid or delusional, but think about what people consider to be art now. Like things that people say, oh, that's art. It's like, well, you know, the people making it probably thought it was cringe. Or maybe they were trying to be an artist or whatever, but like, you know, like art is like very subjective. And it's also like, you don't really get to decide what is and isn't art. It's the viewer that gets to decide. And so in the future, I'm pretty damn sure all these like Twitch streams and stuff, whatever is left behind on, you know, on the network or whatever that still remains on the cloud, that the future is going to have access to, whatever is left behind, they're going to see that as historical data. They're going to see that as art. You know, it's art to them. And so like I do see my stream as something completely different, where instead of focusing on the stream, I should focus on what I'm doing to build the community that's a part of my stream. And so like, hey, like World of Warcraft raiders, like let's start an actual guild, a non-guild, if you will. It's a guild of people who do pickup groups, who need somebody to main tank or need someone to heal, and I'm gonna fulfill that role, and I'm gonna carry everybody with me. I'm gonna help you level your alts. I'm gonna like, you know, I want people to like me, okay? And in World of Warcraft, I know how that works. I also know how it works on my other stream. I'm pretty smart, okay? I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty damn smart. I know how to make people like me. I know how to be a people pleaser. It's actually like, oh, I'm actually, I fell off. It's actually, the problem is not my knowledge, my problem is my execution. Because I have a huge problem with executive dysfunction. I'm gonna be screened for ADHD. I already have the autism diagnosis and I'm permanently disabled for issues related to that. However, like the biggest issue, I might need to take medication because executive dysfunction is destroying my life. I am stuck. I'm not able to move forward. I have a team of like 8 or 9 or 10 people. I've lost count. I actually have a sheet of paper with every single person on my team listed out and what they do. I have a team of professional people who are helping me get my life to where it needs to be. That is pretty damn privileged. Okay, most people do not have anything remotely close to that who are in my shoes. Okay, like most people in my position did not work that hard. I worked really fucking hard to try to make something happen, and I still am. And so that's why I am where I am. Hard work pays off. I know people say that it's about luck, but you kind of make your own luck. You kind of make your own luck. You put your name in the hat enough times, eventually it's going to get pulled. Okay? Eventually it's going to get pulled. And the thing is, it might not be pulled in the way you want it to be pulled. Giggity. But, you know, you put your name in the hat enough times and you start to succeed. And so that's what I'm working on. And I'm already like really well on my way. I have a team of people who want me to succeed. It's their job to make sure I succeed. Okay, do you understand how big of a deal that is and how much of an advantage? It's a completely different wolf that I'm bringing to the fight. Okay, I mean, I know they said that because I'm a Worgen, you know, But, you know, it's a completely different wolf that you're bringing to the fight when you have an actual team of people. It's not just me on my own. I'm not just solo. I'm not just solo queue. Okay, I got a whole guild. Okay, and it's literally their job to help me. And so, like, that's kind of, I bring that same energy. I'm gonna bring that same energy to WoW. I'm going to be that bitch that solo queues on pugs for raids as a tank or a healer. And basically, I just, you know, we just make a group happen. And over time, that is going to become my guild, are the people who keep showing up every week. And I'm not going to force it. Okay, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to try to build it. I'm not going to try to people please. I'm just going to do my thing. And people like that in WoW. I know it sounds like really weird, but playing the game and actually getting gear is what people want. Okay, in game. Okay, and if I can get popular in game, there's like maybe like a 1% chance that some of them are going to be like, hey, like I also like your streams. And you know, so like that's not really something like I'm not trying to get viewers. I'm trying to build an ecosystem where viewers are possible. Because why would anyone come to my stream if they don't have any like, if they don't really know, like, hey, like, I have no community value. You know, in the WoW community, I want to be known, and maybe it's an ego thing, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have mental illness and I really want people to like me. But... Wait, did we already kill the one that actually drops them out, or do I keep skipping it? Wait, which one? Is there even a skippable boss in this dungeon? Oh, Scotty the Ruthless is over here. Did we skip it?
Ranulf of the screaming abyss, snuff these
or is that the first one?
Darkest night.
I'm so stupid. And you know, and that's kind of like, you know, obviously some people are gonna hate me because, you know, I'm like a female, and like, you know, we don't need them, okay? Like, we need the people who are gonna support me and like be like, you know, and who only care really about playing the game. We're gonna build a guild of pickup groupers that desperately need a tank or a healer, and I can do that 5 times a week. And so I'm going to start building up a schedule eventually. And it's going to happen organically. It's not going to be forced at all. It's going to be like, hey, like after enough time, we kind of got something regular going. And we're not going to do anything like that until we get to that point. It might never happen. Who knows? I mean, if you play the game long enough, you raid, people are going to recognize you like that, because it's not even about your stream. It's about what you're doing in game. And I really like to be sweaty, and I like to help groups. I like to help people, and especially as like a tank or a healer. Most people don't want to play those, and those are the roles that are the most sought after. So I'm gonna level 3 healers because I think healers are much more needed usually than tanks. I don't actually know. I'm gonna have options, and for some reason, if there's a better tank than me, I could switch over to DPS. And as a healer, I'm pretty sure there's never going to be a lack of heal. There's never not going to be a need for a healer. I'm pretty damn sure. But if there ever is, I could respec to ret and DPS if I'm geared. But I mean that I could also gear up. You know, if you gear up on, you get all your best in slot for your main spec, and then you start saying, okay, I'm queuing up now. I'm trying to gear up my ret for PvP options, if you know, if I don't want to heal PvP, etc. Like all sorts of different things that might be happening down the line, because we got a lot of time. I got a lot of time. Okay. Oh, so that one's Scotty. Okay, so it's the dragon one. Okay. And so, yeah, 0 out of 3 on Blue Proto Drake. Okay. Yeah, so 0 out of 3 on Blue Proto Drake, unfortunately. F's in chat. 0 out of 3. We're gonna see how high that number goes up. If that becomes 0 out of 10,000, we're doing something right. Okay. Okay, so that's it with that. We can queue up a heroic cataclysm dungeon. Let's see. I actually need to be right back. I'm afraid, am I gonna be one of those people that it's AFK and then it goes da-na-na? I need water. I need to poop. Hope I didn't miss a queue. Three minutes, 5 seconds. Yeah. Just kind of, I guess heroics are harder to get, or is it because I'm lower level? Oh, I'm not high enough eye level. Yeah, so we shouldn't farm heroics yet. Well, let's just do some, you know, just some normals. Na-na-na. Na-na-na. Yeah, so what are we doing? I'm basically farming up some gold. I need to get artisan writing. I don't have it yet.
Hello.
There we go.
Feel free to browse.
And apparently, like, now, like, these higher levels nowadays, healers seem to be the ones that are usually needed. They're honestly, like, see, people AFK, and then they miss the queue. Wait, have I not done this quest? Oh, I haven't done this one yet. I don't know all the mechanics yet for all the dungeons, so I'm probably gonna have lots of noobery happen, okay? Like, every single... I know I've done this dungeon before, just not during this run. I think I did this dungeon on retail, but I only played retail on Dragonflight. I did a lot of dungeons. I did them on stream, I'm pretty sure. I did a lot of dungeons, and I remember doing this dungeon, I think. Yeah, this one you have to, like, hide or something like that. Well, oh, maybe not that one. Or am I thinking of something else? There's like one where it's like you have to get behind the wall. Mechanics, man. Mechanics. Everybody wants their car fixed. Nobody actually wants a car. That's not that kind of mechanic that we're talking about. I got it wrong. How could you be so wrong? Oh, this is the one, I think. I already got, Miss the Pandaria quested items, so like none of the drops are gonna replace anything. Pretty sure. Because every expansion, even just the quest greens blow the frickin' endgame previous expansion out of the water. Hey, what's up from Berlin? How you doing, Sean? I almost called you Susan. I'm not wearing my glasses, okay? So I might call you Susan. Okay. Act like I know what I'm doing. Ah. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, like basically I'm gonna not try so hard whenever I run my streams. Like I know it might not seem like it, but even when I'm talking like a lot, that's normal for me. Like that's not hard. It's actually like, but I think it becomes a problem whenever I like feel like I have to force it. Okay. So like I want to keep things like, no, I'm not under any obligation, and it doesn't really matter like what I do on stream. Like I'm not in that kind of situation, so it's like I need to chill the fuck out, and just like let things happen and focus on the game, because that's really what matters. And people aren't gonna really, I think the way that my stream is gonna grow in the first place, it's gonna be something related to building a community. And I really like WoW. I love WoW, actually. And I love that there's such, I mean, obviously not everybody, but there is a really active community, especially with cosplay. And I want to get into cosplay. I like to look good. And there's a lot of different outfit options for the WoW lore. Okay, like there's like a lot of cosplay. There's events, there's like conventions, like you know, there's a whole community that plays WoW. It's not just about the game, it's like real life, and that's what I'm trying to get. Like that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the real life part. You know, like it's not just about the video game. In fact, like the video game almost doesn't really matter. It's that I want to be a part of something. I want to be helpful. I want to make people happy, because a lot of people, they just want all their gear, but they play like a rogue or something. They play a DPS, or they play a spec that nobody wants them to play, like they're a shadow priest or something. And like, hey, like I don't care. I'll be disciplined. I'll queue up with you. I want you to do I want you to do your thing. I don't care what spec you use. I will fulfill the tanker healing role. I'll do that so that my friends don't have to, if they choose. Like, hey, I don't want to heal this raid. I'm gonna do Shadow Priest. I'm like, cool. I'll hop onto my disc, and I'll do my disc this run. We'll get another tank. You know, like if we can't find another healer, you know, like that's gonna be the plan. Or my paladin, like whatever. I don't know all the mechanics. They're generally kind of straightforward, to be honest, but like it's just you have to actually know what they are. I guess you just do enough dungeons and eventually, like, see what happens is like whenever I do a dungeon early on, I don't really know what the mechanics are. People like, I generally figure it out after a couple runs. Like maybe that first run or two is going to be a little bit, you know, it's gonna be the same with raids, okay? I'm gonna have to like, well, with raids I'm gonna like watch a YouTube video or something, but you know, for the most part, like I'm gonna be basically just kind of figuring things out as I go, which people might be annoyed at first, but I think eventually like that'll change, you know, like eventually you get used to it and you learn. And so then it's like, hey, like, she stuck with it. And that's what people remember, right? I stick with it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use WoW as a persistence trainer. Like, I'm trying to, I'm trying to develop a skill that most people take for granted. The ability to, like, stick through with something until it actually gets to a point where it's good. Like, I do a lot of different stuff, and then I do something here and there. To put it in WoW terms, it's almost like I'm an altaholic. Like I'm an altaholic, okay? Like, in real life. I keep finding new things to focus on in real life, and like, it's a real problem because I need to be persistent. And so right now it's like, hey, I'm trying to get to level 90 before I start leveling up alts. And like, I might level here and there just to change up and not have so much monotony, but for the most part I'm like genuinely like trying to get to endgame and get geared and stuff like that. Yeah, I do need to get some new legs, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like from Pandaria quests. Like, you know, because I got the heirloom legs, and I'm gonna replace those as soon as I get new legs. So basically we're just getting stuff for gold right now. I'm closer to my artisan mount. I need like I need 900 more gold, and I'll have my artisan mount. And so that's gonna happen, obviously, eventually. Like, here's also the thing, is like, I keep on really grinding. Like, the thing that I do the most is like, what I do is I will be like trying to get to level 90 as fast as possible. And I'm like, oh, like, I need gold for that. It's like, dude, like, if I just keep playing, eventually it's gonna happen, okay? Like, I need to do this in real life too, okay? Like, there's a lot of stuff in my life going on right now where it's just like, hey, calm the fuck down. Things are gonna work out. Stop freaking out. But, I don't know. I'm working on it, okay? Yeah, and I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I need to fill up dead space. It's actually a good thing for a streamer, but sometimes it's like, you know, there's really no reason to talk. Like, just focus on the gameplay, you know? And I think I have such a performance mindset. Okay, like, I always seem to think, well, it's a good thing as a performer, but like, with streaming, like, I don't have the kind of viewership, really, and if I did, like, honestly, like, sometimes you just want to focus on the game. You don't have to spend all your energy all the time. Sometimes you want to preserve your energy so that you can go longer. And so, like, maybe there's going to be dips, but then it's like, hey, like, I'm conserving my energy for a longer stream. But I don't really need to do long streams, so that's actually kind of works out, honestly. Oops. Oh, that thing's not gonna die. Big King Brooks. Big King Brooks. It's dynamite. It's big, big, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We're just playing some random dungeons. Farming up. And pretty much everything we do that moves us towards level 90, it's like not a waste of time. So we just gotta keep doing it. Even if I'm an idiot. Like and here's the thing that I can apply to my real life. Even an idiot who is consistently taking actions, even not the greatest actions, is going to do better than someone who takes zero action. Okay, like this is one of the biggest concepts that so many people in the world fail to understand. People are successful not because they're somehow inherently better. Maybe, but like you don't have to wait until you're good enough to do something. Just fucking do it. I know it sounds stupid and everyone likes to say, oh, well, I wasn't successful. It's like, no, you weren't successful yet. But if you start taking actions, you start collecting data. And when you start collecting data, you can start making changes. When you start making changes, you're more likely to succeed. And the more time, just sheer numbers. If the more times you put yourself into the hat, the more likely you are to get luck. Okay? You're going to be more likely if you gain skill, but if you're not doing anything because I'm not good enough yet, well, then you're never going to be good enough because you're not putting yourself in the arena, okay? You're actually doing worse. If you want to think about it that way, you're actually doing worse because you're not doing quantity. Some people say quality over quantity. Sometimes quantity creates quality because you're getting access to information you wouldn't have if you didn't just go try to do it. Like that's actually like one of the biggest truths in the world that people think is a lie. But if you look at all the successful people who are actually out there, making extreme amounts of success, they're stupid motherfuckers, okay? Like, they're not smart a lot of the time. They're not, like, super talented. They just keep showing up in the arena. That's it. Like, that's all they're doing differently. And, you know the right people, but you wouldn't know the people if you didn't show up to do stuff. You're not looking at the big picture. You're looking at the end result. The end result is a chain of actions that started one after another after another. And if they started from a place of being nowhere and you're only seeing the end result, you're not seeing the years of trial and error that these people were going through to get there. And maybe they got lucky, but they showed up. And so they made their own luck. And so it's like, in different areas of my life, I need certain resources. I need to meet people who are like photographers and stuff, and people that I can trust to be able to build like my modeling and not safe for work content. So I need people that I can trust, and I need to know people, period. And so yeah, there is some I know it kind of contradicts what I'm saying. There is some level of protection you have to have for your personal safety. You have to factor that in. Because it's like, yeah, I could just randomly go meet up with random dudes on Instagram. That is dangerous, okay? I need to find people that have a relative this person has a studio and they have a track record, and I have to meet with people that are trustworthy. And so it's and right now I don't even know if I can barely do anything right now. And that's where my team comes in, is they're working on these things, piece by piece. But the thing is I show up. So even somebody who has given up entirely, I'm still doing better than they are. Because there are people who are just I'm not good enough, so I may as well not try. And it's no, I'm building up skills, and it's just one step at a time. It might feel slow, but it's better than nothing. I'm showing up and I'm working with my team on skills that are not necessarily related to any kind of my personal career goals, but they are related. And it is literally skills that apply anywhere in life. And I try to apply those skills into anything I do, even playing World of Warcraft. I don't have to be the best at each dungeon. I don't have to be the best at each raid, but I can show up. That's something that's in my control. And that's something that is more valuable than being the absolute best top tier, details, DPS meter or whatever. you could be the absolute like kind of mid tier, maybe not the worst, but like maybe not the best. But if you show up every single raid on time and you do everything you need to do, you learn everything you need to learn, you just keep showing up. People, and you can apply this to World of Warcraft. People appreciate that because they're used to people flaking out. They're used to people getting egos and getting angry and rage quitting. If you don't do those things, people are going to be really happy to have you. I'm pretty damn sure. And I can finally have some friends. I think I'm going to be pretty popular if I stick with it. That's the big thing. It's not just about intention. I have to actually get level 90. I have to actually get geared for raids. I have to actually do the raids. And I have a lot of incentive to do it. I could make it into stream content. Like I'm kind of making things into stream content right now. But my goal is to have at least 2 raid ready classes. Death Knight and Paladin. Paladin holy heal, like as a healer. And eventually I'm gonna have Priest and Monk as healer. I'll level up 5. I'll have my warrior leveled up as well, so then I'll have 2 tanks, possibly Paladin tank, and then I'll have 3 healers, and then I'll be able to do 5 raids per week. Okay, that's a lot of work, but I think that's like, you know, where hard work pays off. People remember a guild leader who shows up to 5 different raids a week. Okay, I'm pretty damn sure people would remember that and appreciate that. More, maybe not remember it, but yeah, I mean, I guess that is remembering. I'm pretty damn sure people will appreciate that. Like, hey, I wasn't able to make the raid on Tuesday. No problem. I'm running a raid today. You'll get first pick. You know, like, or maybe I could have a system in place of like, you know, I think just everybody just need rolls or whatever. I don't care. I could do a first come first serve like Google document, and then people have like the option that if at least like 3 people want to roll in that, they have the option of accepting gold for everybody to roll on it, and then they might be able to get gold and get the item. So it like gives people an incentive. Because they're like, hey, either you get to for sure keep the item, or you kind of like want to be a nice guy, and you're like, hey, like, maybe I'll give these other players a chance at rolling for it, but I might still get it, and then I get some gold too. Because maybe you're not that, you know, you can get it next time or whatever. Like you're gonna eventually get it because you'll be like on the top priority. Like if you did that last time and you didn't get it, you would be like the first next time. Or I don't know if that's fair. Is that fair? Oh, oops. Okay, that's actually like a lot. Oh no, I thought that was strength, is stamina. Yeah, none of the things here are gonna replace any of my gear. Ow!
What are you looking for? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, let's go. Another dungeon. I'm gonna try to get my next heirloom for my paladin. And eventually I'm gonna also get the shield. See, I need to get the shield and the weapon as well, but we're gonna start with just the full. I just need the chest plate for my paladin. Polished. Like, I'm pretty damn sure everybody in this dungeon group is like appreciating that I'm continuing to queue up with them. And they probably appreciate the healer for doing that too. Or if at least the healer leaves, at least they have a tank. And so I'm pretty sure all these people in this group are like really appreciative that I'm like sticking with them. And like, you know, like, because they're like, hey, like we get to get like pretty much instant queues now. Because she's, you know, like, I mean, they probably assume I'm a guy. But you know, I don't get too offended because it's like, it's kind of a, it's like a default. Like I pretty much assume that anybody who plays in my group is probably a guy. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. It's like, I try to be realistic. I don't feel offended by it. You know, it's like, hey, like, you know, I get a problem if somebody's going to get weird about it. Like, hey, like there's a female in our group, or it's like, because like I'm trans and then they're like, you know, like clearly I'm not male based on the way you're treating me because this is the way you treat all women. So if anything, it's actually like more affirming. I try not to think about things that way because, like, you know, I mean, actually I'm pretty damn sure everybody, like, it's not unique to, I don't think trans people did it first. I think it was like, you know, most like, you know, cisgender people did it first, of like, I need to affirm my gender. Like most people, they don't think about it that way though. They're like, oh, I need to have like a special, you know, I need to have like clothes a certain way, or I need to like have my beard a certain way, or like I need to have like you know, special makeup, or, you know, special outfits, or, you know, anything like that. Like people do stuff to affirm their gender all the time. And so it's like nobody bats an eye. But then you make it a trans person, everyone loses their mind. I don't know why I sounded like Donald Trump when I said that. You know, it's just not worth talking about in game. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I mean, I think it shouldn't be this way, but it is. Because you think you want it, but you don't. I've gotten into, obviously there's most people who are like, oh, that's chill, and then they don't really care. Like they just care about who you are in game. They're like, that's chill, like whatever, can we get back to the dungeon? Like that's pretty much how I like to think about the game. I just want everybody to get gear. If you're gonna start being like weird and political, I don't care who you are. Like if you're trans, if you're not trans, like if you're anti-trans, all of that is pretty cringe to me. It has nothing to do with the raid. It has nothing to do with like the game at all. It's just like nobody likes that. Like nobody likes it. You know, especially if you're harassing people. Like nobody likes anybody for any reason to go around harassing people in the guild. Like, dude, like you're gonna get kicked. Not because of whatever political, you're not being targeted because of whatever political beliefs you have. I don't care if you're trans. If you're going around harassing people, you're gonna get kicked. Yeah, like, yeah, is there some subconscious, like, you know, playing favorites? Absolutely. I'm pretty sure everybody does that. Like if I was black and there was a, you know, one member of the guild was black, I'd probably give that person the benefit of the doubt more than I would anyone else. Okay, so if there's like, I'm trans, there's one other trans person in the guild, I'm gonna be like, you know, she or he was like, you know, like maybe we're gonna look past it. Like that might happen, and you know, I just wouldn't want to make a habit of it. It would only be in very specific situations where it's like, actually, I try to do this with everybody. Like, I really do try to treat people, like, hey, like, this, it's the context of, like, whatever happened. Like, hey, like, was it because of, like, something that, like, happened in game, or was there something that happened in your real life? And, you know, obviously, you know, my dog ate my homework only works so many times, but I give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, maybe once or twice. If it keeps becoming a habit, then it's like, okay, you're just clearly trying to get me to feel sorry for you, and that's like, that's actually really undesirable behavior. I really don't like that. So it's like, you know, but then I don't want people to feel like they can't come forward with things just because they're worried that I might, you know, accuse them of something. I try to be fair to people. And so that's why I feel like eventually I think I'm going to be a pretty damn good guild leader. If I'm running 5 raids a week, that makes me a guild leader. Like I'm going to be just completely honest. I'm going to keep it a buck, okay? Like if I'm running 5 raids a week, that's guild leader behavior, okay? Okay, regular guild members don't make 2 tanks with and 3 healers with an option of alt as a, you know, one of those healers can tank. So that's 3 tanks and 3 healers. I mean, that's with 5 characters, okay? Like that's only a guild leader would do that, okay? Only the Sith deals in absolutes, okay? Not wrong. Okay. I'm pretty damn sure I could be popular if I put in the work. I want to be popular. I mean, it's not necessarily about like a clout thing. It's like, I want people to remember me as someone they can count on. That has nothing to do with like clout or whatever. It's not like a vanity. I think it's just I want people to see me as someone that they can rely on. That is chill, that doesn't cause like serious problems. And that, you know, I do have a personality, but like keep things like as like, you know, fair as possible to people. What is going on here? Why am I not keeping hate? Or are they just jumping around? Okay, let's get Army of the Dead here. Okay. Oh, this is actually, it's actually better. I need that. That back piece. Nice, I got it. Okay, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what's going on. This is like pandemonium here. Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell was all that? That really freaked me out. What the fuck just happened? That was a weird ass fucking poll. And it's gonna happen again. Trying my best to play Death Knight properly here, okay? Forgive me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess I have some idea. Oh, my DPS? Oh shit! That's what's going on.
None may pass into the world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
Run. Shockwave.
Yeah, I was in blood the whole time. I just assumed I was tanking. I didn't realize I got queued as DPS. But I'm like higher level than the druid. I mean, I should tank. I had no idea. I was trying to tank the whole dungeon. I mean, it was working. Alright, got an achievement. Let's go. Looted 1,000 gold.
The world will be reborn in flames! Witness the power bestowed upon me by Deathwing. Feel the fury of my death. Countless more will fall. The burden is now yours to bear.
Yeah, so actually... Where was that back piece? Okay, the back piece is over here. Yeah, I got this back piece. Extra strength and crit. Some mastery extra. Okay, so I'm DPS again. But I'm higher level than the druid. I guess I'll just do more DPS. Yeah, I'm not used to DPSing in dungeons, going unholy. I'm used to going blood. A likely story from a Death Knight.
Armies of the depths, wash over our enemies as a tide of death. Meddlesome gnats! You think us defeated so easily?
I don't know if I'm playing wrong. I'm used to tanking. I don't really know how to DPS in dungeons.
You have interfered with our plans.
I'm sure nobody cares. I'm pretty sure like everybody here is like not even thinking about it.
Take arms, minions. Rise from the icy depths.
Oh. Hey, what's up? What's up, Space Ducks, coast to coast? Let's go. Hi, protect the Rebecca. Enjoy the stream content with Rebecca broadcast to the internet. To the internet we go. Welcome, Space Dogs. How you doing? How you doing? We're just playing some World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria. I'm just running some random dungeons, doing cata dungeons, and the last dungeon run, I thought I was tank the whole time. I was actually tanking. I mean, I'm higher level and I'm geared up, so it worked, but I needed to be in DPS mode. I'm not used to going unholy in dungeons, so I don't know if I'm playing correctly or not. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the funeral. Enjoy the world of Rebecca Craft. Exactly. I'll play in honor of your fallen friend.
Assistance, I assume. As I purify these waters, the servants of filth.
Yeah, I'm really not used to playing unholy in dungeons. Used to only doing that for questing. Press the buttons and sticky. Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said sticky.
Patience, guests. The waters are nearly cleansed.
The water. The water. I mean, the hunters are obviously going to be out TPSing me. That's just obvious. We got 2 hunters and a death knight. That's 3 pets. Shaman and a druid. Pretty high DPS output here. I'm kind of just lagging because I just am generally very inefficient. Because I'm still learning, okay? I'm learning. I'm still learning. Because my game is going to be more about learning and... Jerry Jackson films.
Phase 2.
Their filthiness stains me. My waters are cleansed. Drink in
That
their
is true.
power.
Ah, there we go.
Behold the power of pure water.
Pure water. The power of pure water. Sheer madness. Sheer madness. Mama. Bum. Everyone always skips the other boss. I don't know what's going on here. Is it just annoying or what? Like, I don't know why everyone skips it. Maybe it just doesn't have any drops? Okay, a few more dungeons and we got enough for my plate mail for my paladin. Let's go, gamers, and get the juice. Yes, yes, get juiced. Get juiced up. Don't do steroids. Finished. Oh fuck, right when I used my freaking trinket. Raised his strength by 765. Holy shit, damn, live, miss. Hey, hi, live! Oh, you just missed my Twitch version of you. Space Ducks was here way before you, but like, you're both my hype men, okay? Like, Space Ducks has been hyping me up for years, and now you're my YouTube version of Space Ducks. I don't know if that makes you feel weird, but that's kind of like you both keep coming to my streams and being all hyped up and positive. Like, we love it, or I love it, because it's like, hey, you're having a good time. Sometimes you're like, you know, just chilling, drinking a beer or whatever. Space Ducks comes in, and you know, I'm sorry about the funeral, but like normally, obviously that doesn't happen all the time. So you know, like normally we're just having a good time, and like Space Ducks coast to coast, and you're living the high life, okay? Like we got it going on. We got it going on, okay? We got it going on. We're getting spoopy over here, whatever that means.
Filthy beasts! Your presence in Skyward will not be tolerated.
Yeah, you get Army of the Dead here. First funeral we have been to since you were a child. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, have a great time. You know, that's what life's all about. You know, it sucks that, you know, you have to be going through that, but I'm here for you. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna tear you down or anything, obviously, but like, you know, sometimes it's like, hey, I'm here and we're doing the stream and, you know, I can be as positive as I can and, you know, it's like, I'm gonna do my thing. And I hope that it brings you a little bit of joy. Oh, well, thank you, High Life. You think I look amazing? Oh, you're so nice to me. Oh. That's not cringe at all. Almost level 86, pretty much. Yeah, a trans and gay party, that sounds pretty fun. I mean, it would just be, imagine going to a party at all. Like, I mean, that sounds fun. Just being invited to go to a social event. Imagine that. That would be so awesome. You're going to all these parties, High Life. You got all these sexy people around. Costume party? Oh my god. I want to go. I want to cosplay. I really want to cosplay. I can't afford it now. I could try. I might be able to save up some money. Maybe buy a costume like maybe every 3 months or something. I want to try, but not in the way that I can and that I want to, but at least I can try. Do something.
Get up with breath incoming.
That's why. I want to cosplay. I want to have like lots of fun events and get nice photos. You're gonna have a blast? I'm so happy. Have a great time, High Life. It's party time. Good vibes. Vibing, vibing. We're going vibing, vibing tonight. Yeah. Getting ready for your party tonight. Let's go. How many beers are you gonna have? Or shots? How's the dancing videos going? You know I haven't been posting. But you're trying to remind me. I do not know what is going on with me. I literally am just not taking action. I'm gonna be getting diagnosed, most likely with ADHD. I'm gonna be at least getting screened. It's gonna take several hours because I got screened for autism when I got my, I obviously am diagnosed. But they didn't screen for ADHD specifically. They were looking for autism related stuff. Because I just can't function. I'm not taking action. It's called executive dysfunction. It ties over with autism, but like it's like that's the main problem is like executive dysfunction. It's like I literally know exactly what I need to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. It's like I know exactly what I need to do, but for some reason I just don't take any action. It's staring right in front of me, and I'm like, okay, why? Like I guess I just am not feeling it. I guess we're going for now. Autism and ADHD. Yeah, ADHD. That's like thing, right? And so like I'm gonna finally get diagnosed. We're gonna see if medication might help, but I need to go through the process, and I'm kind of afraid of adding medication. Especially if it's like there's non-stimulant options, but then those also have side effects. Like, yeah, Adderall might just be the thing, but I actually am kind of scared of trying Adderall. I know caffeine can help, so I know stimulants can help, but the problem is like I kind of become like dependent on it, and that's kind of an issue. It's kind of scary for me.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Because it's like, yeah, what if it helps, but then it stops helping? Because I have to keep taking more. Like, that's the biggest problem. Because, like, with caffeine really helps. But then it's like, you kind of have to keep taking more and more. And at least with Adderall, compared to caffeine, Adderall apparently has fewer side effects when you take it long term. Like, you don't have to take as much as you would. Like, caffeine has just like, if you keep increasing the dosage of caffeine, it has like really bad side effects for like your GI and stuff like that. We are charging for parties, so you're gonna make some money. Let's go. Making money, High Life. You're making money. You can pass some of that money over here. No, I'm just kidding. Use it for yourself, buy some outfits, pay your rent, go get yourself an ice cream. Do whatever makes you happy, okay? Do whatever makes you happy. And we are 600 gold away from getting my artisan writing. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Okay. But I'm kind of like got to take a break. We're getting around that time. We're getting around that time. Okay, we're getting around that time. I hope you have a great day. I had a great time today. We did a bunch of dungeons. We talked about some stuff. We talked about High Life's party. Okay, so like I think that like things are gonna work out like long term. Like yeah, I'm going to eventually be level 90 on my Death Knight. Woo! That's gonna be fun. Can't wait for that. We're gonna be getting doing some Celestials to get ready for raid, and then I heard that the Celestials, which are new in Mop Classic, Celestials are a really good way to get geared up and for raid, and so like. We're gonna get ready, and then I'm gonna be tanking or DPSing depending on the group, and I'm gonna start doing a raid every week, and we're gonna stream that. So it's like it's gonna be a part of the stream lore, and then basically I'm gonna be leveling up my paladin because I just need one more piece of armor for besides the shield and besides the mace. I need one more heirloom. To have all the XP heirlooms. The other heirlooms are going to be more quality of life, like the shield is like extra int for holy. New thongs, new panties. On that note, I'm going to see you again next time. Bye bye. Thong, 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 thong. Thong, 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 thong.